asked him, when you want? He said, now if you want. He said, and then I said, okay, cool. He said, about to search. Like, nigga.
Them bitches threw me out there. Man, that's fucking bullshit. Fuck this game. This game is not my friend. I'm starting to notice it.
No, I'm about to play this game. I was about to, but it's just responded. You could be happy. Shit. Oh, I got a stream, I think.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North
It's a waiting, there.
TA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
Oh shit! I changed my password.
It's week 3,
Wow.
and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of
Fuck, how I do
the
this?
NFL is in full swing as off we
Darn,
go.
I'm gonna upload it after. Because I changed my password on Twitch while watching my car. I'll upload it to YouTube. I'll take it in after.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Oh my God.
Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Hey, Durham, about share play? That be good enough? All right, well, I'll just do it after.
Yeah, where your bitch ass at? Get on the handle.
So what? Yeah, I'm playing Madden.
Hey, you got a couple people over there too.
I don't know. You said I'm playing Madden. No, I'm not talking to you, Darn. What, KB? First quarter, I just started.
And you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it.
Okay, I hear you.
You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
All right, my bad. What are you saying, Darn?
With a chance to atone.
The previous
Panthers.
for 9. Here's second and a yard. Another run with Sanders.
Look, we got one over here.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Panthers had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games. Talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker
Look,
with a
get your
pick.
last ass over here, man.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
You over here
To
in
me,
the
it's
house,
pretty
man.
simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marquise Brown,
right there.
his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Somebody else here. Okay. Man, you wasn't the fucking bitch. You
Extra
got still
point right
past
down
that,
the
man.
middle. And it's now 14-0.
You don't even see that. You didn't see that dude at all.
The kickoff unit is out on
Where
the
you at?
field, and
Ping,
they will
ping, ping,
send
ping,
this one away.
Yeah, got your whole ass. Got your whole ass wet.
From the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he
Ping
only
it,
gets
ping it,
this
ping it,
out
ping
to
it.
the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You said we about to grab a bit. We basically. What's over here, Pete? Awesome.
Look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover.
Where's he at?
No time
Where he
working
at?
their way down the short field.
Where he at?
Nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On first down, they'll run with the Wangu. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly
They
win it with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Right here, right here, right here. Fucking ass out of here, bitch.
Another run now for Nwangu. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he will
Where you at? Where you at?
Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh, you didn't get blown up, man.
Trots out the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt.
I'm about to talk about he got blew up. Nigga smacking it.
And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to
come on.
field goal
Took the chance out of here.
And it wasn't a guaranteed lock.
One more. Oh, that's you. Oh,
so
shit, boy.
Oh, shit. With those 3 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Let's get him. Let's fuck him up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught. It's Shai Smith. And he's taken down.
Somebody close. He close. Turn that to your left. To your right, I mean.
They go play action with Wilson.
Oh, they hiding in the bushes, bro. It's 2 of them. They hiding in the bushes.
Open man, it's DJ Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Bro, they literally laying down in the bushes, bro. Waiting on us.
Have a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw now on first down. That pass complete to Moore. And some room to run now. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up for the first and goal.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get
I'm about to say, I know for a fact he ain't talking. Well, I'm about to say, I know for a fact he ain't doing that. I know for a fact he ain't doing that.
17-0 our score after 1. Another
this
shot
is gonna help
from
you
the
get
1 on second and goal. They'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. They'll look to run with Nwangu, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Yelly.
Nwangu with his His fourth rushing
Durham,
touchdown
when
on
it's
the
28, then
year.
you
And the
gotta
Cardinals are
run
able
first
to
and second down.
widen their lead
Oh,
here
we're
this
behind me,
first
behind me,
half.
behind me.
No, I was asking Durham. I said your name on accident.
Route is on here in
Durham.
this first half.
Whoa.
Durham.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away. And
When
off
it's
we
you
go.
said when it's 28 points, then you have to
Oh, shit.
first
Here
and
comes a return
run the
for
ball.
a few steps into the end zone.
All right.
And that decision to bring it out ends up
And I can go,
not
and I
being
can pass it on third down, right?
yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Oh, shit. I tried.
This Carolina offense at
Yeah,
the
you too,
line, ready
man.
to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
He's stupid. He's taking towards my own with the black eye.
They come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this will go as a
This fool downloaded shit, puts it in the Logan.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eye.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
See, that's what I said. I was like, you a sick dude for getting on the game. I thought that was just me, but
Not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense is
that is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, that's why.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown.
All right, Durham, I just scored on a run play, 30-0. Mother run, let's go. No, because they got these rules and this and that.
And the route is on here in this first half.
He can concede in the second quarter.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return.
Nope. No, I ain't doing that. It's the same time. It's the same time. That's what Barron said. That's what Barron said.
But they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
Woo, that should have been a pick.
The play did on the last one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion left goes Smith. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people
when
candy out at Halloween, and you take
as soon as you hike it, you roll out to the right.
Blast out there playing against him today.
That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half, and it's a first down.
I hate you.
Wilson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall.
Oh, but if I let him score, then we good. Let's thought about it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah, let's thought about it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. To throw is Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent
Hey,
yardage.
this nigga run no huddle every fucking play. I see what you're doing.
Number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, he caught it.
Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
61. That's fine. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've
3rd and 10.
out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again is Wilson. Touchdown! Tommy Trimble from 13 yards out. And the Panthers get a late score here.
He's goal. It's lit.
Of the first half.
It's lit, baby.
Wilson gonna throw for it. And he's got it for
Yes.
the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Oh, almost had a kick return out of the.
Get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Oh, I can pass it now. Hey.
Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there.
Okay.
Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
34-8. What was that? 26.
So we've come to halftime after a very
We Gucci.
to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back.
I thought it was you.
Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Hey,
ready to rock.
listen. Hey, Logan, black people are always going to blame white people. Just want to tell you that. No matter what.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the
Well played.
16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, we're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys.
4th and 12.
Downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone.
He gonna go for it?
In position to make plays, just like
This is a sick league right here, man.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. Ooh, with a juke. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, they'll throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want.
Oh, that's bullshit. See, this is arcade shit. I mean, fucking. God damn. It's. Yeah. That nigga jumped the route fucking 5 yards.
Look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Let's go. We got a pick too. But that's all the fucking comp. That comp shit sometimes bullshit, boy.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows
that's ugly.
So coveted with that interception there. I think he had to unload that before he wanted to. He was
I mean, yeah, he is.
I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
It's 34-15.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yes. Yep.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Yeah.
They hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What rule?
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield.
Oh, my
That's
God.
okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Hey, this comp shit so bullshit. The guy literally took the ball straight out of my running back's hand.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense better than what they really are.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kene Nwangu. A 5-yard touchdown run.
So that's third.
Lead out a bit further.
20.
So they're able to capitalize there on
25.
the short field, and
I
that
kick it
might
to
prove be the
26.
score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch.
Ace,
pick up a
where'd he
first
go?
down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Oh, you're right there.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, ready. Slow.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
26, so I still can pass it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Ah,
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give left side here for Nwangu. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Shi Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll turn to Sanders, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll set up a throw. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if attack.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cardinals, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the early struggles continue as they'll
Darn.
slip to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week.
That fool said you almost blew it. I said I just was playing it within the rules. Let me Turn me there. Say recent gameplay. How long that? Like 30 minutes? I'll do full video.